The phone buzzed quietly against the kitchen counter, a low vibration that cut through the stillness of the apartment. It was 2:17 a.m. The glow from the screen flickered across the darkness like a warning light, pulling me out of my restless half-sleep. Lena, my wife, was curled under the blankets, her breathing soft and even, untouched by the sound. I stood barefoot on the cold tile, frozen in place, staring at the screen. Missed call, Ryan, work. My stomach clenched, a sick twist that burned up my throat. Why was her co-worker calling in the middle of the night? The apartment carried the faint scent of her lavender candle, the one that had melted down to a stub on the coffee table. Outside, the city murmured softly, a distant horn, the occasional wail of a siren. Inside, there was nothing but me, her phone, and a question I wasn't ready to face. I'd seen Ryan's name before, in group chats about deadlines, in the stories she told about long brainstorming nights at the co-working space downtown. But never like this. Never at this hour, when the world was too quiet to hide lies. I reached for her phone, my thumb trembling. Her passcode, our anniversary, 0418, suddenly felt like a betrayal. I unlocked it. 3 missed calls from Ryan. No voicemails. Then a text beneath them. Can we talk? I can't stop thinking about last night. My chest constricted, breath catching like a stone lodged in my throat. Last night, she told me she was out for drinks with her team. She came home around 11, cheeks flushed, laughing it off. Too much wine. I believed her. I always did. I scrolled through their messages. Weeks of conversation. It started harmless, work notes, casual jokes, but the tone shifted. You looked amazing in that dress today. Wish I could see you tonight. The time stamps lined up perfectly with the nights. She told me she was working late. I pictured her in that sleek, open-space office. Glass walls, warm lights, the sound of her laugh echoing with his. And me, sitting at home, dinner going cold for 2. My hands shook as I set the phone down. Its glow seemed to accuse me, or maybe to confirm everything I didn't want to believe. The next morning, she moved through our routine as if nothing had changed, pouring coffee, scrolling through her feed, humming softly under her breath. The sunlight caught her dark hair as it fell over her shoulder, glinting like it had the day we danced here, barefoot and laughing 3 years ago. But that memory felt like someone else's life now. Every glance at her face looked unfamiliar. You sleep okay? She asked, not looking up. Yeah. I lied, my voice rough. You. She smiled faintly. Didn't get much. Work's been insane. I stayed up catching up on emails. Emails. The word hung between us, heavy with everything I knew. I wanted to confront her, to demand the truth, but the word stayed locked behind my teeth. So I watched, her eyes darting to her phone, her fingers hesitating before she typed. Was it him? Right there in front of me? Days blurred together, a loop of suspicion and silence. I became a stranger in my own home, watching for cracks. Her phone stayed face down now. She worked late more often. Her social posts turned cryptic, living for these nights, Milky Way energy. Once, I checked her location when she said she was at a client dinner. The app showed a bar downtown, nowhere near where she claimed to be. I told myself it was a glitch, that I was imagining things. But the doubt kept growing, thorned and merciless. Then one night, I broke. She was in the shower. Her phone buzzed again on the couch. I picked it up. My pulse thundered in my ears. A new message from Ryan. I told her it's over. I only want you. My vision blurred. Beneath it, Lena's reply glared back. I'm trying, Ree. It's complicated. Complicated. The words sliced through me. I scrolled up, reading fragments of their affair, stolen kisses in the office stairwell, a work trip that was just the 2 of them. Every message tore another piece from me. When she stepped out of the shower, towel wrapped around her, water dripping onto the floor, I was waiting, her phone clutched in my hand. Lena, I said, my voice low and shaking. Who's Ryan? Her face froze. Then she smiled, too fast, too bright. Ryan from work. What about him? Don't, I said, holding up a phone. I read the messages. Silence swallowed the room. The hum of the city outside vanished. Her face crumpled, guilt, shock, and something that looked almost like defiance. "It's not what you think," she whispered, her voice cracking. "Not what I think." My hands were trembling. "You're sleeping with him. Lena, don't lie to me." She flinched, wrapping her arms around herself. "It wasn't supposed to happen," she said, barely audible. "It was a mistake. I was lonely. You were so distant." Distant. The word hit like a slap. "I was here," I snapped, "every day, waiting for you while you were with him." Tears spilled down her face, but I couldn't feel sympathy. Not yet. "I love you," she said, voice breaking. "I didn't mean to hurt you." "Then why didn't you stop?" My voice came out raw, shaking. "Why didn't you tell me?" She had no answer, only sobs. The silence that followed felt heavier than any scream. Then, barely audible, "There's more." I stared at her. "What?" Her lips trembled. "I'm pregnant." The world tilted. My legs gave out. I dropped back onto the couch, her phone slipping from my grasp. "Is it mine?" I asked, even though I already feared the answer. Her silence said everything. "I don't know," she whispered. The room spun. The air itself seemed to close in. I saw our memories, the kitchen dances, our playlists, the dreams we'd built, shatter into pieces I could never put back together. I thought maybe love would survive this, that forgiveness might be possible. But as I looked at her, broken, guilty, and still a stranger, I knew some damage runs too deep. "I can't do this," I said finally, standing. I grabbed my keys, my jacket, and walked out. The door slammed behind me, echoing through the apartment we'd once called home. Outside, the city swallowed me whole, neon lights blurring through my tears. Somewhere in the wreckage of our life, I'd have to find a way to start again,